What's going on there, guys? So I'm gonna film this vlog over, and I want to tell you about how I met my wife. Now we've got our 4-year wedding anniversary coming up, so and that's on August 4th. So I just figured, hey, maybe I should, that might be kind of interesting. Me do a vlog about how my wife and I met, and hey, I think it'd be kind of cool if you guys have the time. You could put down in the comments how you met. If you could put down in the comments how you met your wife. Anyhow, so we met, we met about, it was about 10.5 years ago. And I was a member on this website called blackplanet.com. Now you had a few different variations of this site. You had Black Planet, you had migenteplanet.com, or was it just migente? I think it was just migente.com. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so I was a member of that site. So I'm surfing through and looking at girls and looking at, profiles, and I come across her profile. And she had a few photos up on there of herself, and I think there was one of her holding her son, if I'm not mistaken. And I said, oh, she looks pretty pretty. So let me send her a message. So anyhow, we messaged back and forth a tint and a tad, and we got to talking, and after a while we were talking on the phone. The phone, that little thing with the buttons on it. When you press it, you hear another person's voice on the other end. Yeah, that thing. That's what we were doing, talking on the phone. Because I tell you, nowadays no one talks on the phone anymore. It's just all text messages. Hey, I would like to get to know you. Oh, you want to get to know me? Yeah, sure. Just text me. What? Anyway, so we were talking for a bit and getting to know each other. And I used to always love that, stay up late at night, jonesing on the phone, having a conversation, and getting to know her. And we did that quite a few times, and then we actually agreed to meet up. So let me go in front of this guy. So then we agreed to meet up. So we meet up. Oh, that air feels good. And I met her in Connecticut, because she lived in Connecticut. I lived in the Bronx. And I met her in Connecticut. And we got to where I was supposed to meet her. I ended up making a wrong turn and getting lost, which is the story of my life. And I ended up finding her. And we talked for a little bit. And I've always been a car guy. So first thing when I saw her, I noticed, I was like, oh my God, you need tires on your car. And she kind of like giggled, and she had this cute little hat on when I saw her. I thought it was like just the cutest thing. Her little hair was hanging out from it. And she's a short girl, man. She's 5'1", and I'm 5'11", and she was the shortest girl I ever dated. Most of the girls that I ever dated were always about like 5'11", 5'9", put heels on. They're about 5'11" or so. 5'11", and put heels on. They're almost like 6 feet tall. So I rarely ever dated a short girl, except it's just rare. And she was the shortest girl I've ever dated. And oddly enough, I was the shortest. I was pretty much one of the shorter guys that she's dated at 5'11". She's always dated taller guys, like 6 feet 1, and 6'3", 6'4", whatever. which is fucking weird. I don't know, but anyway. So we went to a movie, we hung out, had a nice time at the theater. Then after that, we decided we'd go and grab a bite to eat. And we went to this restaurant up there. I think it was called, was it Bennigan's? I want to say Bennigan's. Food was oh man, food was friggin' good. It was very good. So we hung out, we did dinner, we chatted for a little bit, had a few drinks, and we kind of just enjoyed each other's company, you know. She it was kind of funny because when she met me, she's like, oh, yeah, I thought you were a little, she's like, I thought you were a little sweet. I was like, go fuck yourself. But yeah, so that's what she says. But then she was like, oh, when I got to know you, I was like, yeah, nah. She's like, no way. But anyhow, we ended up hanging out a lot more, and then we ended up taking a trip to Florida. Man, did we drive down there? Yeah, I think we did. We did drive down there. And then after that, we did a cruise together. And a cruise is one of those things where you kind of just don't know. You can't just take a cruise with anyone. You're stuck on a damn boat with this person for a week. What if you hate their guts? Holy crap. But anyway, man, I tell you, and we were cool, man. I admit we did have a little hissy fit or so. We had a little argument. We also took a trip to Dominican Republic. Probably, I think that was actually before the cruise. We did a trip to DR, and had a really good time. Enjoyed ourselves, and man, I tell you, it was one of those things where I learned to appreciate her by getting to know her. Maybe if we had gotten married in the first 2 years, I don't think we would have been together still. I don't think so. Not at all. I just don't think so. I know they say that it makes things stronger and you learn to fight through it. Well, maybe not, because you never know. It could have or could not have. I don't know. But you know what? We're married now. We're one now. We're one family now. So, and that's what counts in my eyes. I'm happy, and I don't really care what any religion says, what any person says. I'm happy. That's what freaking counts. So, yeah. So we got married in oh God, excuse me, in 2012, and man, I tell you, it was great, sealing the deal. And my whole thing was, we had 2 kids. We had our first kid, our first daughter, and mind you, she has a son. And at the time when I met her, he was about 1.5 years old. We gotta slow down a little bit here. Whew. Mind you, at the time when I met her, he was about 1.5 years old, and now the little frig is 13. But so anyway, we had our first kid in 2008. Then we had our second kid in 2009. So almost like pretty much no break.